duck down. You want to duck, just go over and get onto the bench and stay there.
You play to win the game.
My message for the fans, we're all frustrated with where we are right now.
Jets, Jets.
So frustrated with where we are right now, like Douglas said. Are we frustrated? Are we not relieved with the Jets trading all the guys they're trading? I mean, look, man, when we lose Brees, Garrett Wilson, he's the last man standing of the greatest draft class in our history since 2000 anyway. Shit. What's happening, everybody? It's Saturday night. Oh, man, look how gross I am. Hold on a second. Come on with this. I don't know what's going on sometimes. Look at this. Potato chips with tank for tie. That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. I'm really lagging, aren't I? We gotta change this. We gotta change it. Hold on, I'm gonna fix this. Maybe I just run inside. Open the door, Bean. I know that's what you know. What's funny? Tank for tie. That was the. I'm gonna do that. That works sometimes. I don't know what's going on. I had like 3 years of solid internet, and all of a sudden it's just like I'm gonna go with fiber, man. This Comcast shit, they're killing me. What's up, scallywags? Look at all you guys. So listen, this is gonna be a Saturday night, man. It's 7:00 on a Saturday night. It's better, right? The door. I think I have like a lead door. That's what's going on. Look at us. We're back. The beardless Wonder Boy is here. I'm GreenBean. Welcome to the show. Saturday night show here. And it's going to be a good time because we are together, and that's what it's all about. So we're going to talk about our offensive line a little bit. Ricky's in the house. I see that. Artie and Peg. Party with Peg and Artie. I hope you're feeling better, Artie. That's very, very important. The most important, if you will. Kingle is here. Look at this. Let's go. He's like, let's get at it. Let's go, man. Now, he was either talking about me being late or he's just saying, let's go. Yeah, one or the other. I wasn't really late. So there's that. It was a 7:01, so technically speaking. But look how much better the door. Tank for tie with the win. All right, man. Well, we're talking about the Jets. We got some combine stuff if you guys want to talk about that. LeBron CR says, GreenBean, you look 1,000 years younger, bro. Well, thank you. Thank you. Look, see, I'll tell you what, though. You know what? I'm letting my hair grow out a little bit because I'm doing stuff now. And I'm noticing that I got like the gray. You ever see the Fantastic Four guy? The leader of the Fantastic Four? I don't know if they do it in the new movies because I didn't watch those turds. But he has like the little gray puffs on the side. I got those. So I'm going to try to figure those out. Here it is. This is what I was waiting for. This is it. Jonathan nailed it. We're going to talk about this guy tonight. Tony the GM has never left the Drew Willar camp. He has never left. Everybody else jumped off. Now, the truth is I was never on it. I didn't like him all that much in 24. But when we got to 25, I was sincerely interested in watching him. And what happened is he got hurt. So, whatever. But he's tossing it around at the combine. I told you guys it was going to happen. I said and whether or not I said it was going to happen, what I said was it would be the best thing to happen. I want to see Ty Simpson. I want to see Drew Pavia. I want to see Peyton. I want to see all these fucking guys. Alar. I want him to light it up at the combine because I want muddy water. That's what I want. I love muddy water. I want to not know what's going on into the draft. The Jets might take a quarterback with pick 2. You do know this, right? This is the beginning of the quarterback madness. This is it. Brace yourselves. I hope you're braced. I hope you're all holding on to the guardrail because this is going to get nuts. That's the way. Now, I saw Rusty Spooner up there. I see Phil Adams, too. What's up, Phil? Good to see you, my friend. And exactly right. Phil's got it nailed. I saw Rusty Spooner saying, what the fuck is going on, man? Come on. My machine ain't responding here. Doesn't want to hit the Phil comment. Maybe it doesn't like. Let's see if it does the Peg and Artie. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Oh, there it is. Leave your beard the way it is. It's like this? Really? This is what you like? Peg McGuire? Artie Kaiser? Now, this is interesting to me because it says party with Peg and Artie on here. Let me see something. Is this the same people? See, or is it? I mean, could there possibly be a party with Peg and Artie and another Peg and Artie in here? Could that be real? We must know. You know, we must know what is happening with the Pegs and the Arties. Well, I appreciate you saying it, Peg and Artie at the party. If that's you, I mean, if it would be amazing if there were two Peg and Artie couples in the same. Wouldn't that be crazy town, Magoo? That'd be crazy town. So, all right. I don't know if I like it like this. I don't know yet. But I do take what you said as into consideration because I'm lost in the sauce. I'm just trying to figure out what my wife likes, I think. What I feel most confident with. So I got to see. I take it down, then I let it grow, and I'm looking. I definitely don't want the long thing for a while. That's what I think. So thank you. Hey, look who's in the house. Jake's in the house. Nothing like Saturday. Yeah, well, there's nothing like it because I rarely do it. So we're going to see what it's like. Jake, we'll see what this is all about. But Rusty Spooner was talking about Sonny Styles at number 2. And look, his combine, not bad, everybody. Not a bad deal. Right? Not a bad deal. The linebackers are, I mean, look, there's some linebackers. But Sonny Styles. And what about his brother? He's a safety. Right? He's a safety. And he's in this thing too. So, it's going to be interesting because I'm going to tell you right now. It's funny in the Talking Jets thread. This is funny with like Dom and Matt and Ryan and Jeremy and Tigo and everybody. They're talking today. This is what's going to happen. And if you're into the Jets for any period of time, maximum pain is what. So this is what maximum pain would look like. Okay. Fernando Mendoza, and I agree with this. This is not my idea. This is what was said today. And I agree. Fernando Mendoza at 1. Jets go defense at 2. Ty Simpson goes at 3, and he's a franchise quarter. 2 franchise quarterbacks. And we get a medium, mid-range edge rusher. He's good. Reese, Bailey, whoever. Doesn't that sound like us, guys? Come on. You know it. Let's see. Yeah, so I don't know, man. Now, if the Jets aren't going to go quarterback in the first round, then this Drew Larma, who knows, man? Maybe somebody likes him in the first. Tank for Ty. has been on this. See, now, just like I said, Tony the GM hasn't left the Drew Alar camp. Tank for Ty. I mean, look, it's in his name. If you think that's what Tank for Ty looks like, you're wrong. That's not what he looks like. And in the same way, Eric Craig does not look like this. New York Hardcore, which, by the way, Eric, were you in the New York Hardcore scene? I was in the New York Hardcore. I wasn't I was a visitor. I wasn't real punk, but I was metal, but I would go because the shows were fun. I love to run around and be an idiot in New York and get drunk and drugs. That's what I did. So, all right. Devin wants both Ohio State linebackers. Yeah, man. See, this is the thing, though. Like, and you make a good point. You know, that's what the Eagles have been doing with Georgia when they had, you know what I mean? When Georgia was like, you know, their defense was insane. It was stacked. They just keep taking Georgia guys. Like, I mean, there's logic to this stuff, man. There's logic to it. So when you talk about taking, hold on. When you talk about taking two line, I mean, it's likely not gonna work. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna get them both. But I mean, first of all, neither one's going to be there at 16. So you would have to trade up, you know. Jets Chaos jumping on the Rusty Spooner train. That's what we're calling it. Sonny Styles is generational. Remember, Chaos said it first. That's the best. I love that Jeremy did that to you, Rusty. That's what he did. So, all right. We'll do a poll, too. I genuinely want to see who would make you the most upset at pick 2, okay? All right, here we go. We're going to see this. I genuinely want to know who makes you the most upset. And we'll be realistic. Okay? Like, I'm not going to say somebody that's a 5th-round pick. All right, so we'll do that. So first we got Truelar. No, we'll do Ty Simpson. We'll do Arvell Reese. We got to do. There's only one L in Arvell, right? Yeah, I think. So we got to do Caleb Downs. I know that's going to piss off more. I think you guys are going to say Downs. But then we're going to do Sonny Styles because there are dudes in here like you don't take linebackers with a number 2 overall pick. You know it. So here we go. The poll is out. I really want to know what you guys think. So get your votes in. Oh, yeah, Anthrax. I've seen Anthrax in small clubs. I saw Anthrax with Exodus and Celtic Frost at the Passaic, the Capitol Theater in Passaic. 1986. I was 13 years old, dude. I was 14. I was 14 years old. Rusty joined Chaos. That's what he's saying. Should that make sense? So, all right, let's talk a little bit of AVT while you guys are answering that question. So, what the rumor is now, whether or not we want him, I mean, the Jets said they're going to let him test free agency. So that says something. That's some messaging right there. No, that's messaging. All right. Well, you're not a priority. We're interested maybe, but maybe, why don't you go take a look and see what you're worth before we start talking money over here. So the rumor is that the Houston Texans are most interested in Elijah Vera Tucker. So how would you feel? Now, he's a free agent, so he would count toward the comp formula. But don't forget, the Jets are going to be big players, I believe. And if not big names, they're going to be big players in free agency. I hope that they do it smart. I hope that they play with this and do it the right way, which is you get your priorities, even if it's a low-level depth guy, you still want him on your team. You get your priorities during the window, and then you wait. You wait. You don't have to sign, like the fucking edge rusher they got last year. He did nothing for us from the Titans, and they had to sign him, and he wiped a comp pick from our thing, from our list, in the formula. No one's mentioned long. No one's gonna mention long snapper, Paul. We're not gonna do it. Don't bring it up to Dom C. He don't even want kickers. He certainly doesn't want the guy giving him the ball. I'll be honest. I still don't get it. I still don't get it. How these centers, there's not a single center that can long snap. There's not a single long snapper that's good enough to be a center. I got 4 plays a game, coach. Probably the best in the league. I'll get the ball back to the snapper, to the punter, whatever. Not the snapper, to the holder. So if he goes to Houston, well, that's the thing. They're going to let him walk, Eric. So how do you feel about it? I mean, like AVT was a guy that we used 3 picks to acquire. So we traded 2/3, 3 premium picks, if you will. I mean, you can argue the thirds aren't. I like thirds. So you can argue, though, that is 3 premium picks for AVT. And the guy is a badass when he plays. But 3 out of 5 years with us, he was injured for the season. You know what I mean? So I think it's one of those things where you just got to let him go. Look how excited Mid Flair is about this. He's like, AVT's gone. Woo! That's what he's doing. So that's what we got to do. I want to see what's going on with the poll. So who would piss you off the most? Ty Simpson, Arvell Reese, Caleb Downs, or Sonny Styles? You hit the wrong box, Phil? Who did you want and who did you click? Punter with the last pick. I mean, I think it should be field goal kicker, man. I haven't even looked at the kickers yet, but I mean, we have 12 picks, and you're going to tell me that we can't justify the fucking kicker? We can't do it. We can't just use a 6th and just say, you know what, we're going to take the top kicker off the board, because kicker's not like, once you know if you can kick in the outside or whatever, like in wind, like once you know all that, like it's you don't have to worry about him making it. Like really, I mean, technically you do, but it's not like kicking for college is the same as kicking for the NFL. It's not like they got to learn a new scheme, or they got to fucking, it's like, it's not like that. They can kick a 60-yard, just kick it. Kick it here. Okay, do the same thing you've been doing. Do it here. Okay, that's all we want. We'll protect you. Don't worry. We got the best long snapper in the universe. Houston trade a 3rd for AVT. AVT's an unrestricted free agent. So we don't, we can't trade him for anything unless we franchise tagged him. What was his name? Mixed martial artist. What was his name? The guy with the edge rusher we got from the Titans last year. Who knows? Who remembers his name? I don't. What did Phil Adams say? He said he wants Styles. Oh, and you clicked Styles. Thick is away. Yeah, I get it. Right. That's all right. Styles is last anyway. So we got 47 votes. Let's get everybody in there. Let's vote in the poll. I'm genuinely curious to see what you guys think, because we're looking at it from a different angle here. So with AVT, so the Jets have chosen to let AVT and Simpson test the market. So there are people that believe, this is what they believe, that means Vega is pick 16. I mean, you got to be tired of drafting offensive linemen in the first round. But these guys, they just got here. And they're like, wait, so because you guys used whatever picks, so I can't take the guy that I think is going to help best? And it happens to be this off. Like, look, guys like Dom are saying, and he's not alone, that this guard is potentially generational. There's like, he's flawless. Look at Jeremy. He's all over the kickers. Z Vader from Michigan. Is that his name? Zvader. Dude, that's Darth Vader. That's hard to say. Is the Z silent? What was the guy's name? No, the edge rusher from Rashad Weaver. Was that his name? Yeah. Yep, that's him. Thank you. It doesn't even sound familiar to me. That's how all those guys that they signed, right? Like what was the other guy's name? Noddy. Like all the guys they signed, they were like, these guys are garbage. We're gonna go make some trades. You like Vega at 16? See, I don't know. I mean, look, dude. If that's what they're going to do, you're going to let AVT walk. You're going to let Simpson walk. You're going to keep Tippmann at right guard. You're going to take Vega and put him at left guard. And then you got Myers at center, and maybe you draft who was the center I was just looking at? Hold on. I can't even open. Hold on a second. Let me look at my things here. Yeah, like so we got to trade back somewhere and get a third because that's where I want my center. Wait. Hold on a second here. So, Jeremy, who's your center in the third? Right? Fresh, we need a third round pick. Although it's crazy because we have, I mean, look, anybody would trade a third for a second. So, like, we really don't. You got to look at that second as your third. So you can't mess around. Like, if you like somebody, take him. And be like, he's not really the dude. Just take him. You don't pick again till the fourth. Oh, for God's sakes. Dude, my internet is so bad. Logan Paul. Logan Jones. I got to look at my guy here. My internet is so bad. I don't know what's going on. Even my phone is all fucking jacked up. Yeah, but that's my point is where you're getting them, Rusty. So anyway, they can use a mid-round pick on a center. Let them compete. Let them compete. All right, I'm going to end this poll. We got enough votes. Let's see who would piss us off the most, a la Will McDonald style. Will McDonald style, everybody. All right, so who makes you the most upset if taken at 2 by the Jets? Ty Simpson with more than half of the vote in a 4-man poll. Ty Simpson would piss off 51% of you guys. Caleb Downs comes in with 26%. Arvell Reese with 13%, only 10%. And that includes Phil's errant click. His misclick, we call that. For Sonny Styles. So Ty Simpson, tank for Ty. You would be one of very few people that would be elated Yeah, we got him at 2. Now, it would be great if we get him at 16, but I just don't see it. I think you're going to have to do something. Wouldn't it be great, though, guys? Like, seriously, wouldn't it be great if the Jets stayed pat 2-16, 32, or 33 and 44? They stayed there. And they come away with a starting quarterback for the next 10 years. I mean, I don't know if Simpson is that or not, but I'm just saying, if they just take him at 2, this is our guy. Frank Reich's our guy. Musgrave's our guy. We got the guys to help this kid. He's our kind of player. We know what we're doing. So they go offense in the first. They say, fuck it. And they get quarterback and Mekhi Lemon. So now you got Ty Simpson, Mekhi Lemon, Garrett Wilson, A.D. Mitchell, Mason Taylor as the receiving core. And then you got whoever's floating around, right? Mechie, if you like him. You can re-sign Xavier Gibson. He'll be available. So what if they do that? And then in the second round, they get Thieneman and Banks. Now you didn't get your linebackers. They're not going to go Banks because they just did this. So they're going to do something. They're going to, I mean, it's not going to happen. They're not going to be able to pass up on the defense in this. I just know it. Unless Ty Simpson, you hear what he said about Frank Reich? Did you hear it? Mark's here. What's up, Mark? Good to see you, buddy. He's only saying hi to Jeremy, though. So, but I don't care. I'm going to say hi to you anyway. So we made the trade. So, and we'll talk about that too. All right. My next poll is about Jermaine Johnson. And we'll see what you guys think about that. Someone has to fall. So Devin says, someone has to fall at 16, but I don't want them to use all their picks. Well, no. We don't want them to make 12 selections, right, man? What you want to do is use those 7ths and the day 3 picks. You want to use them to jump up a couple spots if you can. You want to use them. Or you throw them at teams with little picks, with less picks, and get some vets. Rather than signing signing the depth level guys in free agency, there are teams that are looking like they know that they can't keep somebody or whatever, and they're just looking to get something, which is what I've been saying for years with the Jets. Like, you're letting these guys go for nothing. You can get, and then you let them go, and there's fucking 5 waiver claims for them. Like, the teams, you could have got a 7th. So give me a 7th, man. If you're going to just let them go, give me a 7th. Give me a 6th, whatever it might be. World Sack Center says drafting Sonny Styles would make me fully buy into the Glenn regime. Now, I'll tell you what. I don't think they have the balls to do it. That's my honest opinion. I would be ecstatic if we went back, dude. I want to look at Sonny Styles for a second here. I want to look at him for just a second. I want to stare at this guy. Man, come on. If the Jets look, I want to look at his combine today. Or not today, but this combine. Dude, I watched it before. I'm like, dude, just look at this guy. Just look at him. Dude, he knows. He's so smart too. Just fucking stop it. YouTube TV. I want to see. Here we go. All right. If the Jets had balls, they would take Sonny Styles, but I don't think. Hey, Mark, I see you, buddy. I don't think that they do. I think that they're not going to be able to do the edge because they're going to take a linebacker. Don't get me wrong, but they're going to take the pass rushing linebacker. Look at this. Well, you could say the same thing about Jamie and Sherwood. I think if you added Sonny Styles, I mean, look, back to Devin's point. I think it was Devin a while at the beginning of the stream. If we ended up like taking both, if we came away with Reese and Sonny Styles, they already play together. Wouldn't that be sick? Oh, look at Morton, everybody. I just missed Pavia, right? All right, here he comes. Let's watch Nussmeier here. Pew. Okay. Here's Diego Pavia. I want to see this guy throw real quick. He had to come back. That's all right. I hope the Jets draft Cole Payton. Here he is. Lefty. Pew. Nope. Terrible. That was bad. Well, this is where JoJo Townsell, this is where they're going to grab Drew Willar if they do it. Look how nice and sweet Fernando Mendoza looks. He's such a sweet, sweet kid. You guys see his face? I don't know if he'll make it here, guys. Phil says the Jets will ruin Drew Pavia. I mean, Ty Simpson. You'll ruin Ty Simpson. I don't think so. I don't think we will. Pavia is the guy, man. I'm telling you, he'll come in here. He's going to be such a bozo, but he'll run on the field and he'll play football. He's got little man-itis. He's got Napoleon complex. There you go, World Stacker. This is what we're talking about. I love Diego Pavia. Let's watch him. I like to call him Drew Pavia. Here we go, Drew Pavia. Dude, that was beautiful. Look at that. How do you guys not like this guy? What's wrong with you? Because he's 5'6"? What's the fucking problem, man? What is the problem? Man, I thought that was an overthrow, Cole Payton. Look at this guy. Pew. Yeah, that one was an overthrow. I thought so, buddy. A little bit too much heat on that ball. Dude, he's the guy, Tank for Ty. Drew Pavia is going to will himself into a Super Bowl. You'll see, man. Yeah, right. Rusty Spooner. That's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen, man. You know that Fernando Mendoza, he's such a sweetheart. Everybody's going to go to Vegas. He's going to end up fucking getting busted in the bunny ranch with a bunch of methamphetamine. Here goes Simpson. Look at this ball. Pretty. Hey, Nick Shine. What's up, my friend? Think I'm going to hang out with Nick on Tuesday night. Is that this Tuesday, brother? Before the panel. Before talking Jets. We'll hang out. Talk some smackaroons. There he is. Club Nick. This dork. All right. Let's throw it. Yeah, he sucks. And that guy sucks too. Everybody sucks. Nick Shine's in the house, everybody. Next one, March 10th. All right, good. I'm glad I asked. I'd have been all mad and shit, clearing my schedule for your ass. And then you're not even there. Oh, Club Nick's all over the place. All right. So let's talk about, you know what? I'm here. I'm with, I've decided I've decided. I want Ty Simpson at 2. That's what I want. That's what I'm rooting for. I'm done. That's it. I've done my evals right here, right during this show. I've seen all I need to see. Did you see that Sonny Styles ran a faster 40 than Kyle Hamilton and CeeDee Lamb? Dude, that's crazy town. That's it. I've decided. I want Sonny Styles at 2. That's what I want. Sonny Styles. Look at this ball. Nussmeier, you're a flub. Dude, listen, if you have a rough season, you got to nail the combine, man. Here he goes, Diego Pavia. I'm not a quarterback nerd. Here we go. Look at this. Diego Pavia. That looked all right. Pretty good. Pretty good. So how you guys going to feel? All right, so here's what's going to happen. Look at this Cole Payton character. Oh, dude, you got to catch that, man. Who was that? So here's what's going to happen. So the Jets are going to take Ty Simpson at 1 or at 2. Then they're going to push it up. They're going to push up that pick, 16, right? Right at the top end to get one of Reese, Styles, Downs, Bailey, Bain. That's who one of those guys is coming. Then with the second, we're going to grab Boston. What do you guys think of that? The wide receiver. And if it's not, I don't know if Thieneman makes it to the second round, guys. You? I'm telling you, Billy's on board. I heard it here. Billy wants Diego Pavia in the second. That's what he wants. All right, Phil. That's it. I've decided. I want Arvell Reese with pick 2. Yeah. Get us at that outside linebacker. So we're going to put Will McDonald on one side and Arvell Reese on the other. Right? Then you got Jamie Sherwood and Sonny Styles, who we're taking at 2. Right? Yeah. And then you got, look at that. That's a nice mix. So we got to figure out how to get Styles and Arvell Reese. And that's the way in that scenario. Can you imagine? You got Will McDonald. You got Sonny Styles, Jamie Sherwood, and then Arvell Reese. And then you got Fatty Magoo that we just traded for. And then you got Briggs. Who else we got? We got the other guy, Harrison Phillips. But didn't we have another one? I'm getting lost in the sauce. Jacoby Lane dropping passes. All right, you can't do that, kid. What was that? Makai Lemon says. I like Makai Lemon, by the way. So, yeah, so Eric Craig's in the Boston camp. So what would you, all right, so here's, we got to bring up these scenarios, man. We're going to really start talking about this. Like combine over, like we're going to start breaking down some real scenarios. Dude, the Jets have 4 of the top 44 players in college football coming to town. We have to do this right. I'm going to tell you, I do not like that we traded Jermaine Johnson. I'm telling you, there's never been more of a confirmation that we're going to play a 3-4 base, probably. But let me tell you, I fucking hate it. Like, don't get me wrong. I get it. But I don't like it. Jermaine Johnson is the exact type of player that you want in the house. And now we got a fat guy who, I'll tell you what, I watched a couple Titans things, and they're saying he is a lazy son of a bitch. Aaron Glenn can motivate him. I don't know. Maybe Duker. But all we need you to do, buddy, is 2-gap. That's all we need you to do. Eat space. We're not going to ask you shit. Eat that space, which is what I've been saying for how long? Just get me the fucking fattest, strongest legged ass. I want guys with huge, muscled asses. That's what I want. I want calves this big. I want thighs, and I want ass. And I don't give a shit how athletic they are. If you can't move this guy, that's all I need. I want the whole center of the line to be a big brick wall. And then my speed guys on the edge go, bring it out here. We're going to kill you. That's what I want. Yeah, these receivers, man, like when they, look, when they're in the game, it's just a weird thing. When you look at the receivers and running backs and they have like a bad combine, it sucks, because people put so much value on it. But like, dude, there are lots and lots of guys and Jets with the mock. I'm not doing a mock tonight. Not tonight, yo. But it sucks because people put such value on this, but and it can like really supersede their body of work. And it's like, so there are tons of guys, man, that like went like they were alone on a field with everybody watching. It's different than they put a helmet on and they're playing against somebody and everything changes. Like you want gamers. I don't give a shit what they do in this. Like Mekhi Lemon can catch. Or whoever else. They can catch. We know they can catch. You know who can't catch? Arian Smith can't catch. We knew that, too. We took his ass. You guys with the nap. Paul, I know. I saw Jake had a show on that. I wasn't able to watch it, but I saw it. I saw that it was out. But, yeah, I don't know, man. You think these guys are out there? I'll tell you, man. If Tomlin closed his eyes for 5 minutes, now granted, right? There's a lot of earned and everything, but like, come on, it's just the Jets. Anything to do with us? Aaron Glenn closes his eyes for a fucking minute or 6, and it's a big thing. Muji got robbed. Well, you got to factor in the money too. Like, so they had to make a decision, but I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're all. Look at these guys. They're all jumping around. I don't like it. I don't like that they're all jumping around. Let's see what else we got. Bearded checking in. And Jets. We're going to do a mock tomorrow. What about a pure GreenBean mock? Let's see you go through, stick and pick. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll do that, but we're not doing it tonight. Tonight's Saturday night. I got to go. I'm going to go hang with my wife in a little while. Hopefully she might be sleeping. And then you never know. You never know what's going to happen with the women in your life. Look at these guys jumping around. I don't like it. If I was their agent, I would say, dude, what on God's green earth are you thinking? That's what I would think. So, yeah. So I preach bearded. You know what we should do, too? We're going to do a beanbagger mock, too. And I'll ask Dom if he's around for this Wednesday. We're already planned for the following Wednesday, but we'll see if he's around for this Wednesday, too. We went through defensive tackles in the beanbagger private session on last Wednesday, but I think we'll do linebackers, maybe wide receivers, maybe quarterbacks. Thanks, Bearded. So Retire 80 says, Sweat is what we wanted, GreenBean. He's a fatty. I let you and Dom steal fatty from me. We got one. I don't spell fatty that way, though. Retire 80. I spell it with a big old fat F. That's what I spell it with. But let me tell you, I like that. I like him. And you got to look at the money thing. And I mean, but I see like that's and the contract and whether you can keep him, lose him, whatever else. But Jermaine Johnson is my kind of guy. You know, he's my kind of guy. He stayed positive the entire time. He worked back from the Achilles. And so I don't know, that Salah wanted him. Salah needs his first round guys. So he just traded Sweat for one of his first round pick. He's going to be stockpiling defense. You'll see. Robert Saleh is going to be stockpiling because he can't do it without it. Oh, yeah, no doubt, Paul. It's nonstop. Believe me, I'm right with you, dude. It's like, but believe me, as soon as I saw it, you know who sent it to me first? Was Q-Tip. He just said, "Oh, my Lord." He just sent it to me. It was fucking Aaron Glenn sleeping. I'm like, oh, come on. You know? Like Aaron Glenn goes, "Oh, wow, superpowers." And then the next day he's like, "Oh." Like, come on, man. Like, do you not know? Do you not know where you are? And then he answered, what was that question they asked him? They were like, "Hey, what do you think about the thing?" And he's like, you mean about the trade today? Or something like, it's like, oh, come on. Like, again, it doesn't bother me in a vacuum. I don't even give a shit if my coach is friendly with the presser. I don't really care, honestly. But there's a collection of things that all together make it into a scenario that's just embarrassing. And I'm sick of it. Like the only time anybody talks to me, and I got all kinds of football people in my life, no Jets fans. I got Baltimore Ravens fans. I got fucking Steelers fans, Patriots fans, all over this place. Charlottesville is a very transient community. A lot of people come here for the university and for the hospital. So everybody's from somewhere else. There's very few people that are like, "Oh, yeah, I was born and bred right here in Charlotte." It's very rare. When you get into the outskirts, you start to see those people. But so there's fans of everything. And the only time that they ever talk to me about anything, they go, "Dude, what the hell happened with your coach and the fucking, or, oh God, my God, what happened with Justin Fields?" That's what happens. Why is Aaron Rodgers talking like that? Sucks. Garrett Wilson's hurt, man. I'm sorry to hear. Like, it's never like football. I never get to talk football anymore with anybody. I just say, shut up. That's what I say all the time. Leave me alone. That's what I say, Sean. Because it's embarrassing, dude. And that's the whole thing. Like, my whole concern anymore, and you've heard me say it, if you've watched my shows for any fucking length of time, what pisses me off more than anything, it's not even that we suck, which sucks, all right? It's that you guys, which I know to be amazing people, I've met so many of you over the years, just the fucking best, man. You guys are the best. Now, there's a couple assholes in the bunch, no doubt, but 9 out of 10 of you guys are top notch, and we get made fun of constantly, and I don't like it. I got big brotheritis. I'll deal with it for myself, and I don't even like it there. But I don't like when you can get picked on. I don't like it. It bothers me, man. I'm very protective. I'm very protective. Ugh. It just sucks. And we are the laughing stock. That's why I think this year is the year we win games, because I'm telling you, they know. Like, dude, we're out. Like, and even though there's still us, right? There's like this core of ridiculous people that are still like, nah. But even us are like, dude, they ain't gonna win shit. Like, we're done. And I guarantee half of us we're going to half the games that we would go to. We're buying much less of the merch, the jerseys, the hats, and everything. I mean, shit, this hat was given to me by the Jets. I didn't buy this. The last hat I bought for the Jets was this one. And you see the logo. So we're talking years ago. And this was probably when we first made it. I went and I got a hat. I think. Shit. Phil Adams sent me this one. What else we got? This hat from the Cyclone. This was one I bought this. I actually bought this because I'll buy the Cyclone. Cyclone never did nothing to us. When we went to do the Jets chant on the Cyclone, I bought this. Let's wear the Cyclone hat. Here we go. Yeah. All right. Well, look, I will say, Jet Jar, I don't know about this trade. All right, I don't know. I liked Jermaine Johnson, and it's a straight up. So Muji's thinking, I'm getting rid of next year's contract problem. I'm getting rid of $15 million or whatever it was. And I'm getting rid of a guy who maybe they don't feel like is going to bounce back 100%. I don't know. But we're getting a guy that doesn't fit what we're trying to do, which I think Jermaine Johnson would. I think he's the kind of guy you go, hey, buddy, we need you to do this. So I don't know. If this is right, mixed martial autist, that's wonderful, by the way. I want you to know I like that name. Mixed martial autist. And you know what I think it means? It means mixed martial autisticness. Is that what it means? Which is wonderful, too. Anyway, look, if that's true, you got all these, look, the whole thing, right? Like, I'll be honest, I put Jermaine Johnson outside of this group. So, and I do it with Garrett Wilson too. And I could be wrong, but I felt like the lack of accountability during the Saleh regime, all 4 years, developed and ruined what we had here, right? Joe Douglas, for all of his warts, built a team that could have competed with anybody. The lack of accountability, the removal of a foundational floor, behaviorally, conduct, effort, all those things. When we got to Aaron Glenn said it. He said, look, there are people we got to figure out as soon as a bad play happens, this team wants to pack it in. So, like, we can look at it any way we want, and we don't know if we have confidence in Aaron Glenn as a coach and all that kind of shit, right? We don't know. But the idea, like the Quinnans of the world and the fucking, Michael Carters and Sauce, and if they're like, dude, I can't get them to give me, I can't do it. They're showing up late, whatever it is. Quinnen was, I don't think, in that category either. I think he just had enough losing, But if Jermaine Johnson's doing the same thing, if he's part of the same group, then there it is. Bring on the fats. Stack the line with fatties, man. That's the way to do it. The way Rex did it. Rex said, give me the biggest, sturdiest dudes, DeVito, Puha. Irv Eatman. That was Parcells, right? Irv Eatman. What's the other guy's name? Trevor Price. Trevor Price wasn't getting a no quarterback. He just stood the tackle up. That's what he did. And then we had Bart Scott and all the other guys running around. David Harris running around, crushing dudes. That's what they did. Yep, this is it, Jet Jar. This is 100% accurate. It's not to say that every pick hit and that every trade, but like Joe Douglas did a damn good job overall. He built us a team packed with talent. When you looked, Aaron Rodgers looked at this fucking team and said, buddy, put me on that team. We're going to win some stuff. And he couldn't do it because they gave him the keys. He's not a keys holder. He's a quarterback. He's not the boss. He's the quarterback. You think he was the boss in Pittsburgh? Hell no. A salud, Paula Bonner. It's good to see you. Did we ever get the answer to if there are two groups of pegs and arties in this joint? Did we ever get that answer? I was looking, but I probably missed it most likely. Can somebody answer that? Are they the same people? Party with Peg and Artie and Peggy, whatever, and Artie Kaiser. Are they the same people? Yeah, that's the thing, JoJo. They always say that shit. Like, and then it's like we want to push next year is going to be the best ever. They said that last year, dude. Remember? Oh, this draft sucks. Next year. And now we're like, oh, this draft. And that's not to say that next year's draft won't be better. All right, there we go. Tank for Ty. And then, there we go. So you guys are the same. Now, what was that? Why was there two of you? I'm just trying to understand over here. I just want to understand. So, guys, look, I want to tell you something. Today is the last day. I don't know if you guys know this. It's the final day. We've been talking about this all season long. Okay? We've been talking about it all season long. Party and Peg and Artie, let me know. The amazing sleeper. Today is the final day to get this deal. To get a free $20, all new users get a free $20 entry for player picks. And you use the promo code GreenBean, and they're going to match your $100 deposit up to $100. Guys, they're the number one fastest growing sports and fantasy app on the market right now. They make it easy. They make it so easy. It's a blast. You pick the game. It says, the player stats are on there. You say he's going to get 100 yards. You say less or more. And they say quarterback 230. You say less or more. And that's it. And the more you add, you can get up to 100 times your money. I turn $10 into 100 all day. All day. This is the final day, February 28th, 2026. It's not happening anymore. If you've been thinking about it, today is the day to take advantage of it. It's $120, man. That's how I see it. Maybe you see it differently. I'm not the best with math, but I've made it even easier for you. I put the link right in the description of this video. Just do that. Make it easy. The number one fantasy app, the number one fastest growing sports app, the great sleeper. The offer ends today. And we've been going since August with this one. It ends today, everybody. Don't forget, take advantage of this. You deserve it, man, especially getting made fun of all the time as we do as Jets fans. Today's the day. Links in the description. Thank you to Sleeper for hanging out with us for one of the worst seasons in Jets history, quite frankly, right? It's not their Sleeper's fault, but damn it, they helped us out because this was a grim, glum joint, was it not, my friends? It was glum. This was a tough year. Thank you, Sleeper. There's Peg and all right. I am Peg, Mrs. Artie. Party with Peg and Artie is Artie. All right. You know what's it? You know what? I felt that because I called you Peg earlier. Did you catch that? I was like, I don't know. And I said to Artie before with the other one, Party with Peg and Artie, I said, I hope you're doing better. So I didn't know, but I felt it. I'm very intuitive. It seems, Peg. Mrs. Artie. There you go. That explains it. And we're not swingers. I don't know. I'm picking that up too. I'm just kidding. But that solves it all. And now, God, now you know why we hung out tonight. We needed to figure this shit out with the Arties and the Pegs. That's it. If we've learned nothing else today, we learned that. Jermaine Johnson is gone, but Peg and Artie are here, baby. That's the way to do it. David Harris was good. Doesn't it? Look, okay, Jets fan. Okay, Jets fan. I like that. So, seeing Reich at the combine makes it feel like the Jets have an adult in the room. It does. You trust him. He's been there, done that. He was on the Bills for 50 years. He was on the Jets for 2. And then he's been, he's coached in the Super Bowl, man. Been a head coach, I love it, dude. I love it. So, all right, man. With that all said, we're going to bounce out of here. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Tomorrow, we're going to start with the mock, I believe. I got to get confirmation from Dom, but it'll be 7 p.m. right here. The Monday night, 10 o'clock mock. That's for young people. We can't do it anymore. We got to move it to 7 p.m. on a Sunday, and we're going to fucking do this mock, man. We're going to get it right. Best wife ever. I love that, Artie. I love it because I feel the same way about your wife. She's the best. Anyway, you guys are great. What a great night. I appreciate you all hanging out. This is a lot of fun. Don't forget about the sleeper. Dude, take advantage of it, guys. It's really worth it. And with that all said, don't forget to like and subscribe. I don't say that anymore. You got to do it. You got to hit the like button. If I watch fucking something for 30 seconds, I hit like. You got to hit like. Unless you really don't like it, then I'm not hitting like. This guy sucks. That's the case, and I apologize. But anyway, we'll see you tomorrow, man. It's going to be a good Saturday night. And then tomorrow is going to be a really great Sunday because the Jets aren't playing. And that's the way it goes. All right, guys, have a good night. I'll see you next time.
Yeah, here we come, baby. Here we come. Here come the Jets, man. I want to kiss you.
Thanks, Joe.
Yeah! You want to run or you want to duck down? You want to duck, just go over and get onto the bench and stay there.
You play to win the game.
My message for the fans, we're all frustrated with where we are right now.
J.E.